one day things gonna change to where it can be beneficial for them. But Joe Biden, okay, when he was a senator of Delaware, talking to a chief judge when he was being sworn in, said, you will rule if a microchip can be implanted in the people. See that?
And then the thing about it is that when President, well, ex-president, Trump,
according to them,
Belos Elote, Cornhead,
yeah.
He said that he was trying to, move it into into existence by telling the people, the so-called American people, that he was going to put it in the immigrants. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it sounds better to the so-called,
American citizens.
Citizens, you know what I'm saying? Sounds better. Oh, okay, yeah, the illegals.
Yeah.
But Joe Biden, he said people, man.
Straight up.
Everybody.
Straight up. and then he said Robert Byrd is his mentor. Counselor. Okay?
His wise advisor.
His wise advisor. That's what he said about Robert Byrd. But guess what? Like I told y'all now looking at the chicken egg that's coming down the rabbit hole.
Because it's decorated, huh? It's got little colors and little flowers.
Yeah. That's Jake. Look at the colors. In other words, look at his characteristics. He's not like Joe Biden. He's not like Donald Trump. So like, look at the color. You know what I'm saying? They see the egg. They say, look at the colors.
Right.
But with Joe Biden, they'll say, look at his characteristics. He's nothing like Trump.
Right.
So they hypnotized by it.
Right.
And they trusted in it.
Forgot all about the fact that a rabbit don't lay eggs.
Straight confusion, man. Go ahead, bro.
All right. I'll read it again. This is Isaiah chapter 36, verse 6. Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him.
Now, according to Joe Biden, he want to lock this place back down.
Man.
And he said, if the scientists tell him, that's what he's gonna do. Okay? That's what he's gonna do. And when he gets in office and gets sworn in January, he said the first thing he's gonna do is ban assault rifles.
Because you can't forget, how he got into it with that one Edomite on weapons, you know what I'm saying?
See that? But even though our weapons are not carnal, but I'm just reporting to you the news. And see, Jake is mad that Trump lost because Jake looking at Trump is like, man, he about his money.
Right.
We want the platinum plan. He about his money. But not knowing Joe Biden is about his money too. All you gotta do is look into it, dealing with his son, how his son got connections with China, okay? They've been getting money. But all this, you trusting in Egypt, America, is not beneficial for you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. Not at all. Okay? So what I want to do is go to Habakkuk. That's it on that particular scripture. All right? Go to Habakkuk in chapter 2 and start at the top.
All right. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved.
Go ahead.
Verse 2. And YAHAWAH by SHAM answered me and said, write the vision, make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it.
Understand what the table is. It's the Bible. Go ahead.
Verse 3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak, and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Verse 4, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith.
Start from the top again.
All right. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me.
So, in other words, we are watchmen, seeing how the prophecies is playing out, instead of going off our own understanding. Okay? That demon over there. How them demons always find me here, man? Yeah, right? They always end up popping up, man. Read that one more time for me, bro.
Come. This is Habakkuk chapter 12. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved.
So what it is Habakkuk is saying, look, instead of him coming with his own thoughts and his own opinion, he gon', when the Most High give him the vision, he gonna jot it down, okay? But what we saying is, instead of leaning up on our own understanding, we gonna wait till the prophecies play out, right? And navigate through the scriptures and show you what it's talking about according to prophecy, instead of leaning on our own understanding, okay? We're breaking it down for you out of the King James Bible, right? Go ahead.
So verse 2, and YAHAWAH by SHAM YAHAWASHI answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables.
The table is the Bible, okay? Go ahead.
That he may run that readeth it.
Now, in the ancient world, they would have runners to bring the people or to announce the news, okay, of what's going on. But now, on this side, what it is when you look up that, like I said, that, like I'm finna tell you, that word runner is twofold, okay? Also, it means to break down. So what we're doing is breaking down the scriptures to you and explaining them to you, giving you the news according to prophecy. Go ahead.
So verse 3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time.
It's for an appointed time, okay? The visions that's in these scriptures, the prophecies. Go ahead.
But at the end it shall speak.
It's speaking, man. Okay? Go ahead.
And not lie.
And not lie. You're not going to find no falsehood in these prophecies. This coming to pass. The Bible is accurate, man. Okay? Go ahead.
Though it tarry.
Though it delay. Though it seems like it ain't coming. Go ahead.
Wait for it.
So wait for America to start piercing these Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans with the microchip. Because it's coming. Go ahead.
Because it will surely come.
It will surely come.
It will not tarry.
It will not tarry. So it's coming, man. Okay? In the elites, the Rothschilds, the DuPonts, the Gators, the Warbirds, the Oppenheimers, okay, set it up to where Joe Biden, according to the news, was going to be president. And he with microchipping the people. See that? Go ahead.
So verse 4, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
He's not a righteous man. That's the devil that the Bible speaks of. Okay? The Edomites are still ruling. They ain't taking out of power. Okay? This is Babylon the Great and Egypt. The Edomites are still ruling. They're not taking out of power, man. The soul in him is not upright in him. He's not a righteous man. But here it is. You got Vance Jones Okay? Sambo falling apart on television like things are gonna change. And like I said, when Obama was president, which Obama not our people, he's a Hamite, he's Ethiopian, okay? Okay? Joe Biden was right there when Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans were getting put to death during the time of Obama administration, and one doing nothing, one saying nothing. See that? So here he is, was the vice president, now be the president of the United States, according to them. Hey, man, you ain't looking at the rabbit. You ain't looking at the chicken egg that's coming down the rabbit hole, man. Okay? It's a false hope, man, that you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans trusting in, man. Okay? Gotta let that go by. Somebody got judged. Go ahead, bro.
But the just shall live by his faith.
So we living by the faith and trusting in YAHAWASHI. We ain't trusting in Egypt. Okay? So what I want to do is go to Isaiah 30. Okay? What I want to do is go to Isaiah 30 and 1. And we're going to read all the way down to 3.
All right, this is this is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, said YAHAWAH SHAM YAHUSHA, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. Verse 2, that walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and the trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion.
See? So start back up again.
All right, this is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children.
Yeah, woe means destruction. The rebellious children is the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. Go ahead.
Said YAHAWAH SHAM YAHUSHA,
2/3 of them. Go ahead.
that take counsel, but not of me.
You don't want to hear the words out of these scriptures. Okay? You think you're holier than thou. Meaning you think you're holier than the Most High. Okay? You lean on your own understanding. Okay? And voting, which you did for Joe Biden.
Every vote counts.
Every vote counts. Yeah, bro, go ahead.
And that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit.
Yeah, the covering, the system of Egypt, which is America, man. Okay? You don't want the righteous spirit of YAHAWAH SHAM YAHUSHA to enter into you. You rather stay in darkness and not light. You see? Oh, I don't want to hear what that Bible got to say. I've been okay without listening to the words. Like they always say, the famous words they always say, I put it in their term, God knows my heart.
Right.
Yeah. See?
That it pumps blood throughout your body.
That's the way Jesus loves me. He knows my heart. That's the way they talk in the world, man. Which we know their true name, Yahweh, is who the word enemy called God, and who the word enemy called Jesus is YAHAWASHI. That's in the ancient Hebrew. That's your true name. Okay? But that's how 2/3 talk. God and Jesus knows my heart. Yeah, man. With your heart, okay? If you didn't know, when you read about that in the scriptures, it's dealing with your mind. And the scriptures tell you your heart is deceitfully wicked. Okay? It tells you that in the scriptures. So you're not supposed to lean on your own understanding on how you govern your life. You're supposed to follow the counsel of YAHAWASHI according to the scriptures, which we're reading. Go ahead, bro.
It says that they may add sin to sin.
Yeah, by you being rebellious, okay, and forsaking YAHAWASHI, you ain't doing nothing but adding sin unto sin, right? That's all you're doing. Which is gonna be a death sentence to you. Go ahead.
It says verse 2, that walk to go down into Egypt.
So instead of you listening to the word, you walking, separating yourself and going to Egypt, meaning you for me, bro, straight confused, man.
This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 2. That walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth.
Yeah. So what you're doing is basically separating yourself from the covenant of the Most High and making a covenant with Esau Edom, which is death. Okay? Which is straight up death. Which is straight up death, which is sin, because life is with YAHAWASHI. Anything outside of that, anything outside of the covenant is death, man. Okay? Go ahead.
It says to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh.
Yeah. In the strength of Pharaoh, in the system, man. Okay? You depending on this system. You looking for this system to better your life. They're going to hit you with that chip. Okay? Which is going to be your destruction. When you read Revelation 14, man. Okay? And Revelation 19. Okay? Go ahead.
And to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
Yep.
Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame.
Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame. Because what the Most High is going to do is move it out the way. Okay? And he's going to leave you here. Okay? Go ahead.
And the trust in the shadow of Egypt, your confusion.
Yeah, same as shame. You see? You're going to be put to shame for trusting in Egypt, America, man. Okay? Let's jump down to verse 8. We're going to read all the way to 13. All right?
This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 8. Now go, write it before them in a table.
See? Told you what the table is. Go ahead.
And note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come, forever and ever.
Go ahead.
That this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of Yahawah Ba'Shem Yahushua. Verse 10, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things. Speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits.
Go ahead.
Verse 11, get you out of the way, turn aside out of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us.
Go ahead.
Verse 12, wherefore thus said the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word and trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay thereon. Verse 13. Therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a highway, whose breaking comes suddenly at an instant.
Start back up in verse 8, bro.
This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 8. Now go, write it before them in a table, and note it in a book.
Yeah, pursuing Habakkuk the second chapter. Okay? Write it up on a table. And what's the table? The book, the Bible. Go ahead.
That it may be for the time to come forever and ever.
For the time to come. The prophecy. On this side, so we can read it and break it down and warn Jake. Look, don't trust in these Edomites. Okay? They're Edomites, they are wicked, and they are a representation of death on the earth.
Man.
Okay? Go ahead.
So verse 9, that this is a rebellious people.
Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. Rebellious, man. 2/3 of them. Go ahead.
Lying children.
Lying, man. Okay? Lying on the word of the Heavenly Father and His Son, thinking that this word is not true, man. Okay? Go ahead.
Children that will not hear the law of YAHAWASHI.
They don't want to hear it, man. Okay? They don't want to hear the statute, laws, and commandments and the word of YAHAWASHI. They'll say the law of the Bible is done away with. Okay? Just to please their flesh. And just to continue in wickedness. And just to continue to trust in Esau, Edom, and America, aka Egypt, Babylon, Sodom, and Gomorrah. Go ahead.
So verse 10, which say to the seers.
The seers are who? The prophets. When you read 1 Samuel 9 and 9, it tell you what a seer is. It's a prophet. 1 Samuel 9 and 9 tell you what a seer is. It's a prophet. Go ahead.
See not, and to the prophets prophesy not unto us right things.
See, they don't want us to tell them the truth about how America will be destroyed. They don't trust in Joe Biden because he's an Edomite.
Okay.
See, they get mad when we tell you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans get mad when we tell you the truth. Okay? The biblical identity of these so-called white people. You get mad. Okay? He can be a Mexican. He can be a Chinese. He can be a Arab. He can be a Samoan. He can even be a African. Okay? He can even be a Eskimo, you know, which goes to the North American, so-called North American Indian. But he can be all that, but he cannot be no Edomite. See? And even in his movies, he'll tell you he all them things. But as soon as you say an Edomite, they don't make no movie about it. They don't want to be no parts of it. He everything but an Edomite.
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I would think they're about to make a movie called Esau.
Oh, okay.
And I seen a movie trailer. It says, I guess it just says Esau, but when you look at the movie trailer, they basically make the so-called white man look like he's just, you know, poor him. You know what I'm saying? You know,
As
poor
if he's
him.
not wicked.
Right.
Yeah, man. Go ahead, bro.
It says, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits.
Yeah, what they want us to do is speak flattering words to comfort them to say y'all doing what's right by trusting this Bible. See, they don't want to hear the truth. They want us to lie to them and tell them things that would uplift them. Okay?
Feed their emotions.
Feed their emotions. You see? That's what they want. The smooth things, the deceit. You know? to uplift them, lie to them. Take, accept that, right? Go ahead.
So verse 11, get you out of the way, turn aside out of the path.
So turn aside out of the path. What's the path?